Okay, we are streaming. Now, I do want to post, we have a webinar coming
Rubio
up
says US forces are also trying
Wednesday,
to destroy Iran's navy.
Festival of Traders. That's always a fun one. It's always at a weird time also. All right, so let's see what happens on the open. YM, it looks like it wants to test that high. I'm tempted to put the magnet high of day, low of day. It's easy to do. What I would do is just change the target. Actually, I would go, I'm not going to mess with it now. I'm going to leave it. Let's see if we get to the VWAP this morning. Let's see if we get there. One minute to go.
One minute ago now to complete the market on open imbalance data.
All right. So we have a bracket on the MNQ. I have not turned automatic on the YM, so I'm kind of just watching the YM.
10
There's our
seconds.
range on the RTY.
Order submitted. Order submitted. Order filled.
Market on open imbalance.
Immediate
S&P
stop
500
out
sell side
on
609
the
million. Nasdaq
MNQ.
100 buy
Order
side
It
submitted.
just
30.8 million.
chopped
Dow
long.
30 sell side 155 million.
I'm not
Maximum buy
feeling
side
good about
25
this
million.
morning's setups,
Order
folks.
submitted.
Frozen orders on the RTY. That's terrible. Oh, heavens. I'm going into my R trader. Now the YM. That's frustrating. YM looks like it's doing a high of day, low of day. I don't know if I can change it fast enough. I don't know if it's going to do it. So I'm testing a new version. and I'm not getting it to move the way I want, to do what I want. So it gave me my low a day order, but not my high. MNQ, everything's frozen, so I would not trade anything now. My charts are completely frozen from the RTY. So I'm going to reboot my Ninja in a second. See, it won't let me. RTY
Shares of US
froze
airlines decline as
my
crude oil
Ninja.
prices surge more than 14%. That
Pretty
includes
frustrating.
American Airlines and United Airlines.
So I have to use my chart trader.
So the S&P 1,500 airline index drops as much as
Not my chart trader,
3.7%.
my
He's one delaying
task
in a statement,
manager,
which he's posted on X, and with Costa, so
to
they
get out of
discuss
that.
energy with Middle Eastern leaders.
So the RTY, this was a very, very bad open. Very bad open.
Order canceled.
Very bad open. Frozen orders damaged the data, damaged that account. MNQ had a loss. Very bad open. Haven't seen an open like this in a very long time. We haven't had an open that didn't work like this in ages.
He
In
used to
ages.
open
Maybe
further
never.
Taylor
Maybe
Maritime
never.
Defense operations.
But nothing worked. Nothing worked. RTY got stopped. Frozen orders. MNQ got
Seeing US
stopped.
stocks extending fall, S&P 500 down
YM didn't
1%.
trade it, and everything was frozen. So I would have to re-enter the setups, it looks like. Yep, nothing. Everything's frozen. Everything was frozen, so coming back, nothing's responding. So I have to start over. Now, I'm not going to scalp the RTY. I'm probably not going to scalp anything. I'm just going to bite the bullet. Just going to bite the bullet and call it a bad open. I'm just going to bite the bullet. I'm not going to revenge trade or do anything foolish. I don't think that I would want to take a YM
Seeing shares of US banks slide amid broader
magnet
pullback as Middle East
on the
conflict
long,
drags on.
but I
JP
still
Morgan
think
down
the
1.5%,
YM
Bank of
magnet
America
on
down
the
1.9%,
VWAP
Wells Fargo down 1.7%,
is a good
Goldman
trade.
Sachs down
I think
1.6%,
that it's going to
Citi
test the
down
VWAP.
2%, and Morgan Stanley declining by 2.4%.
So let's watch the YM for a minute or two. My target is the VWAP. And I'll put a reverse continue on that chart as well. Same setup, 35 ticks, 35 stop. Label it YM reverse continue. And I'll put my YM magnet on auto and see if we can get a test of that VWAP. make some of that money back. I think that's a reasonable trade. It's a trade that almost doesn't care if the market's up or down. It's just testing a level. I think the market is clearly stronger on the downside. So it's very frustrating. Frozen orders are the most frustrating issue when it comes to prop trading. Because normally, if my orders weren't frozen, right,
So
and
your
it
stock keeps
froze the
extending
whole
for
platform,
Nasdaq down 1%.
I couldn't do anything. Because normally, I can target the VWAP and I can change to the high of day, low of day. Now, I don't want to change right now because it might just blow through it. Now, the RTY was very negative at the open. Was very negative at the open. And we did get filled long.
NATO says it has again intercepted a missile headed towards Turkey.
Gold on the left here. Gold's down $50. Back to the MNQ for a minute. MNQ made that new high, pulled off of it. Now, what was interesting about the RTY is it's a double magnet. There's a double magnet there. I believe the high of the day is there and the previous open. You have to look. I don't know if we'll be able to see it if we go back to the day before. I'm pretty sure it's there. I can see it. So is the YM going to test the VWAP or is it just going to fill us and torture us by not following through?
So NATO spokesman just reiterating that NATO stands firm in its readiness to defend all allies against any threat.
Order submitted.
Now I want the stop above a bunch of the structure. Now maybe I should have taken that profit. The VWAP is not quite as good as a low of day as a magnet, in my opinion. So I'm in this funded account. I want to keep it alive.
Treasury yields touch session lows as oil price gains fade.
Just watching. MNQ kind of just chopping a little bit right now. And the YM, I'm thinking the stop maybe should be above the S1. Should be above the S1. I don't think it's going to matter either way. But that's where I'm going to put it. Above S1. See if we can survive this. All right, just waiting. Gold kept going down. I haven't watched gold yet this morning.
Kuwait summons Iran ambassador for the second time, according to Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
How does the market know my entry? It's really, really choppy. Just waiting for this trade to resolve. This will be my last trade of the morning. See if we can get the VWAP or not, or at least close to it. If I could get close to it, a little bit closer than we got. Right now, I'm right at it. I think I'm extremely worried about this trade and the account. It's going to blow the account, unfortunately, too. So I had two opportunities at the very beginning of the trade. It went short. So here's the thing. If this doesn't work, this account is blown. So I'm going to make my stop a little bigger. We need a little bit of momentum in our favor. We need the RTY to go down. We need the MNQ to help us. Now, this account was down like $700 on two very bad trades. So I'm trying to be patient and let it hit the target. So at least we get some of that money back. I could move my stop to break even, right? I tried to move my stop to break even. I was going to. It would have taken me out if I hadn't moved it right to the exact price it was at. So now what I'm going to try and do is move my stop to break even if I can. If it stays down, if the price stays down, I'll move my stop to break even and expand my target, right? Expand my target and try to trail. If it turns on me, at least now I may still have an account. Okay? So this is my goal, to expand my profits if I can. So it got through
Japan's
my
Finance Minister
target at the
Katayama had
VWAP.
online meeting with G7
So my
finance
price
ministers.
is at a little bit above the VWAP. If it keeps going down, I'll keep trailing a little bit.
Order filled.
All right, so we gained about 300 on that trade. I may still be alive in that account. Let me check. Uh, yes, I'm still alive in that funded account. Still alive. I actually have a bit more room than I thought. Bit more room than I thought. So we made about 3 back on that scalp. It's not easy to scalp 700. So I'm not sure I'm going to scalp again. Right now, the magnet is over, so it's just
Katayama at the G7 online meeting discussed how the Middle East situation would
just going
affect
to
global
generate
economy and trade.
signals. All right.
He also adds that the IEA, OECD, and IMF executives joined the meeting.
Now, I'm not dying to take another scalp. That was painful. That was painful.
According to sources
It
here,
is a
4 Iranian
down market.
super
So if you're
tankers arrive
willing
in
to
waters near
increase your
Singapore with
stop,
8 million barrels of oil after leaving Iran before February 28th. Again, according to ship
then
tracker
that's what
data,
saved
4
us.
Iranian
If we
super
would have
tankers
just
arrived in
left the
waters
stop
near
alone,
Singapore with 8 million
then I would have
barrels
gotten
of
stopped
oil
out.
after leaving Iran before
It's a
February
very
28th.
negative market. I really felt it would test that
Also,
VWAP.
ship trackers says that 2 Iran-linked oil product tankers sail through Hormuz.
Now, the market's still moving down. The RTY looks like it's going to test the VWAP also, doesn't it? RTY looks like a pretty good scalp. I don't have any of my setups on because when the platform froze, everything had to be redone. I didn't redo everything every trade. So I'm happy to say that this account is further away from being messed up than I thought. It's got a little more room than I thought. So there's a reverse continue on the VWAP. And just when you think it's safe to get in the pool, it changes direction. "10 a.m. is a very good trading time generally. There's usually a move on the indexes. That's very common to get a move on the indexes. Often there's news at 10, but also you've got just a time of day. It's 30-minute breakout. It's a very popular setup, the 30-minute breakout.
Katayama adds that G7 finance ministers would push relevant ministers on release of emergency oil reserves. Again, Katayama says IEA urged G7 nations to release oil stockpiles.
All right, just watching. I think I'm done scalping. We made a little bit back, and I'll just wait until tomorrow. I think
Katayama
the
says that we
downside
agreed
is
that
the
we will
side
closely monitor energy
I would want to
markets
trade.
and take necessary action.
Sell some of these retraces. What's amazing is the MNQ made a new high. But it's not a high. I mean, it's not like the index is positive. It's a new negative high, if you know what I mean. I'm going to turn off our YouTube stream. Thanks everyone on YouTube for joining us